The New York Knicks have just sued the Toronto Raptors in a breaking news story from Ian Begley that has just come out, and we are doing an emergency video. We have to talk about this because this can have massive implications on the future of the New York Knicks, Toronto Raptors, and the entire NBA as a whole. So what's up, guys? My name's Chris. Welcome back to Knicks Digest. We have a crazy video for you guys today, and we're going to jump right into it because the New York Knicks have just filed a lawsuit against the Toronto Raptors. This is not a joke. This is real. The Knicks have filed a lawsuit against the Raptors because apparently a former New York Knicks employee stole documents from the Knicks and has given them to the Raptors, who recently hired him. This story was just broken by Ian Begley, and let's talk about this. Let's look at the Begley tweets and decipher this together. So, a spokesperson from MSG said the New York Knicks have sued the Toronto Raptors and several members of their organization, including a former Knicks employee, after that former employee illegally took thousands of proprietary files with him to his new position with the Raptors. Those files included information such as play frequency reports, a prep book for the 2022-23 season, and video scouting files, not to mention materials and more, whatever more means. Given the clear violation of this, the Knicks have filed a lawsuit. Are you kidding me? The New York Knicks have just filed a lawsuit because a former employee of theirs who joined the Raptors Organization this summer has taken documents from the New York Knicks and given them to the Toronto Raptors. Let's look. We have more information from Begley, and we're going to go into it because what I'm about to show you guys is insane. As it says here, the Knicks suit alleges that the former employee, Ikechukwu Azatam, illegally procured and disclosed the proprietary info and shared it with members of the Raptors, including head coach, who was also hired this offseason, Darko Rajakovic, and player development coach Noah Lewis. Azatam was hired by Toronto earlier in the offseason, and a source says that the Raptors and the NBA were both contacted by the Knicks before this. So before the Knicks filed the lawsuit, they contacted Toronto, they contacted the NBA about this situation, and the suit alleges that Azatam signed an agreement as a New York Knicks employee with a confidentiality clause requiring him to maintain all of the secrecy and all of the confidential or proprietary Knicks information that he would be subjected to as a member of the New York Knicks organization. And then Toronto apparently, allegedly, directed Azatam to misuse his access of the Knicks subscription to Synergy Sports and create and then transfer those documents that contain over 3,000 files of film information and data. 3,000 files? I didn't even know there would be 3,000 files of film data and information all season. Maybe that's just the Tom Thibodeau thing, as we know how he is. But that is an insane amount. That is a season's worth of film, guys. I am losing my mind right here. It's why I'm screaming at the top of my lungs. It's why I look like I'm sweating. This is insane. I really looked into this before because I wanted to give you guys the best content possible and make it pretty straightforward. I want you guys to understand what you're looking at the same way that I've been trying to make any sort of sense of this since Begley dropped it and I heard the news. So for the question that's sort of on everyone's mind, including mine still at this point, here we go. What does this mean? What does this mean for the New York Knicks? What does this mean for the NBA? What does it mean for the Raptors? What does it mean in general? What does this even mean? So to answer the question of what this lawsuit means is essentially that Azatam, the former worker of the New York Knicks, left his job with New York and joined the Toronto Raptors. When he was on the New York Knicks, he signed a contract that said that he would not share any of the secret information that he would know about the Knicks in regards to their basketball team and to any access of any team-related information that the New York Knicks wanted to keep private. That is an insane thing in general, that someone would share that despite that, because that is a crime. That is something that not only is a civil case, it's a breach of contract. He can probably end up in prison because he stole these documents. It is really a lunacy situation. I almost at a loss for words. I'm trying to figure something out and try to talk about it. But to get back to what does this mean, for anyone who wanted OG Anunoby, not happening. Not happening. The Knicks are not going to be making any trades with the Toronto Raptors, doing any business with the Toronto Raptors anytime soon. Things are going to be awkward in these 4 games between the Knicks and the Raptors this year. And at the end of the day, what we're seeing right now is a situation that is going to be playing out for years to come. This is not something that's going to end soon. Lawsuits take a very long time, even after they're filed. There's going to be court appearances. There's going to be so much that goes on with this. We are going to get some random Woj or Bagley tweet about this in like 2025 and be like, oh yeah, this happened. Did the Raptors pay for cheating if they get found to be cheating? They might not even be found guilty of this or innocent of this for years to come. So we're just going to have to hold on and see what happens. But I can guess that until then, we won't see the Knicks be making any trades with the Toronto Raptors at all. There will probably be very little business done with the Raptors. Now, something that should be mentioned is when a player signs with a new team, they have all the right in the world to say, okay, I'm a player who was on the New York Knicks last year, and now I am signing, say, with the Boston Celtics, just for the sake of it. We know that at the end of games, the Knicks are looking for Jalen Brunson to get the ball. If not, it's going to be Julius Randle. This is what we know. Quentin Grimes is usually in the corners, not plays. Stuff like that. I'm sort of making this up, sort of making it semi-realistic. But you can do that. That's completely fine. That's not illegal. What is illegal is to sign a confidentiality contract and then share over 3,000 documents about the New York Knicks, especially in regards to film, to stuff that is being seen on tape, to stuff that is confidential and private to the New York Knicks organization, has just been shared with the Raptors by this employee. Are you serious? This is real. This is a real thing that's happening. We are witnessing an insane, historic sports law case right now before our eyes for our favorite team. And the craziest part about this is that it's not going away. It's that we're going to be dealing with this for a while. We are going to see so much come out about this. I really don't have much more than I can even add because this dropped around an hour and a half ago. This is new. This is new information, and more and more information is just going to continually come out throughout this lawsuit. Jobs are going to be lost. There's going to be a lot of tension between Leon Rose and the entire Toronto Raptors. I don't know if the owners will get involved, but don't be surprised if they do. Remember, I know James Dolan is one of the worst owners in sports, but he does actually like the New York Knicks. He cares about the Knicks. There's going to be some sort of news that comes out about this in the future. So I need you guys to stay tuned for that. I'm going to try to continually make videos about this when new news comes out. They're usually not going to be very long because this news is going to come out in short bursts. I'll try to discuss what this means as everything comes out. But for now, that's really all I have on the topic. This is really the opening to something that could be a multi-part video. You're going to see more of this in the future. I'm going to keep talking about this. But for now, what I want to see is I want you guys to let me know in the comments below, what do you think is going to happen? Because your guess is going to be as good as mine. I have no idea. I don't know what's going to happen. No one does. This is new. This is a completely uncharted territory for sports in general. We've seen stuff happen, such as the Houston Astros cheating scandal with the sign stealing, which is sort of similar, I guess, but it's also not that similar. Because a guy from the Astros didn't sign a confidentiality contract and then leave and give that information to a new team. So we're going to see a lot of news come out in different bursts. And let me know if you guys want to see more about this, because I really am enjoying talking about this. This is interesting, and I'll probably continue to make videos on this. We'll continue to go into this, and I'll try to keep you guys posted and try to give you guys a breakdown of what all of it means in the coming future. So if you want to see that, make sure to like this video. Make sure to subscribe so I know that you guys want to see more of this content. I really enjoyed talking about this stuff. So please, let me know in the comments what you think is going to happen. I love to interact with you guys in the comments. I love to see what you guys have to say. I'll try to give you guys my responses if you guys have some takes that you want to hear from me again. and I'll make sure to incorporate them into videos to come. For now, that's all I have for you guys. Remember, go Knicks, like and subscribe so you guys hear more about this, and have a great day, guys.